Taehyung, better known as V from BTS, has once again stirred lively discussions among fans worldwide after hosting a playful BTS song World Cup during a recent Weverse live broadcast. In the interactive session, V set up matchups between some of BTS's most iconic tracks, asking fans to watch as he made his personal choices between two songs at a time. While it was intended to be lighthearted and fun, his final choice of Save Me as the ultimate winner ignited an unexpected wave of conversation within the fandom. The bracket included difficult matchups such as Move versus Butter, Mic Drop versus Save Me, and Permission to Dance versus Magic Shop. Each decision was met with fans' excitement, laughter, or even mock frustration as they tried to guess which song V would choose. What drew the most attention, however, was the semi-final round where V selected Save Me over Mic Drop. Given that Mic Drop has been one of BTS's most globally recognized and commercially successful hits, fans were surprised that V favored the emotional, atmospheric Save Me. When Save Me ultimately won the competition, social media erupted with mixed reactions. Many armies praised V's choice, calling Save Me one of BTS's most timeless and heartfelt tracks, a song that reflects the group's sincerity during their earlier years. Others jokingly expressed disappointment, insisting that Mic Drop or even Butter deserved the crown due to their global impact and energetic performances. The debate quickly trended across platforms like X, formerly Twitter, and Weverse, with hashtags such as Save Me and Song World Cup gaining traction. Some fans interpreted V's choice as a glimpse into his personal taste and emotional connection with BTS's discography, while others wondered if it might subtly reflect what songs could appear in future setlists once the group returns with new concerts in 2026. Despite the playful controversy, the event reinforced V's unique ability to engage with fans in a genuine and spontaneous way. His song World Cup showcased not only BTS's diverse music catalog, but also reminded ARMY of the deep emotional resonance behind tracks that might not always dominate the charts, but continue to live in fans' hearts. For many, V's preference for Save Me underscored his reputation as a sentimental and introspective artist who values artistry and meaning over commercial numbers. Whether fans agreed or disagreed with his final pick, the song World Cup became another memorable moment in BTS's ongoing story, one that kept ARMY buzzing with laughter, passion, and anticipation for what's to come. In the hours following V's live broadcast, fan communities across the globe lit up with debates. On forums like Reddit and The Coup, international and Korean fans shared thoughtful takes on why V might have chosen Save Me over other tracks. Some pointed out that the song's lyrical depth and emotional vulnerability align with V's personal artistic style, which often leans toward moody, atmospheric, and soulful music. A Korean fan commented, "Taehyung has always been drawn to songs that feel emotional and timeless. Save Me is a perfect reflection of that. It's not surprising he picked it." Meanwhile, international armies expressed their own takes, with one fan on X writing, "Mic Drop changed the game internationally, but Save Me changed hearts. I get why Taehyung picked it." Music journalists also joined the conversation. Some critics praised V's choice as a refreshing reminder of BTS's early works, which continue to resonate years after their release. An opinion piece in a Korean entertainment magazine argued that Save Me holds a special place in BTS's discography because it marked a turning point in the group's artistry, blending EDM beats with hauntingly sincere lyrics. By highlighting it, V may have unintentionally drawn attention back to one of the group's most underrated gems. On the other hand, others viewed the debate as proof of BTS's unparalleled legacy. The fact that fans were so emotionally invested in which song won in a casual live broadcast demonstrated just how meaningful the group's discography is to millions. The timing of these Song World Cup has also fueled speculation. With all BTS members now discharged from military service, fans are eagerly awaiting the group's comeback and global tour in 2026. Some armies believe V's choices could serve as subtle hints about which tracks might make it into the future setlist. If Save Me does appear, it could become one of the emotional highlights of the upcoming shows. Still, others think V was simply having fun. A Weverse user joked, "Taehyung probably just wanted to mess with us. He knows ARMY will argue for days about his choices." Regardless of the interpretations, V's playful Song World Cup once again showcased his power to energize the fandom with ever the simplest interactions. By casually selecting songs and sparking global conversations, he reminded fans of why BTS remains not just a music group, but a cultural phenomenon. In the end, whether Save Me was the right winner doesn't matter. What matters is how one artist's personal taste continues to spark passion, nostalgia, and unity within the ARMY. And as fans wait for BTS's long-anticipated return to the global stage, moments like this ensure that the bond between artist and fandom remains as strong as ever.
While the playful debate over Save Me may seem small, many see it as symbolic of the anticipation surrounding BTS's highly awaited return as a full group. With all 7 members now free from military obligations, fans and industry insiders alike are speculating about what kind of music, concepts, and stage performances the group will unveil in 2026. Entertainment reporters in Seoul note that moments like V's Song World Cup are important because they sustain the group's presence in public conversation, even during periods of relative quiet before a comeback. V, known for his sincerity and unique artistic voice, has always had a knack for connecting with ARMY in ways that feel spontaneous yet meaningful. His playful selection of Save Me reminded many of the emotional roots of BTS's journey, at a time when fans are hungry for a new chapter. Industry experts also point out that BTS's return is expected to be one of the most significant global music events of the decade. Their last official group comeback before enlistment was in 2022, meaning by 2026, the world will have waited nearly 4 years for new music from the septet. The fact that V's casual choices in a live broadcast could spark such passionate discourse highlights just how influential the group remains even in their absence. For ARMY, the Song World Cup is more than just a lighthearted fan service moment. It's a reminder of why BTS continues to matter on a personal level. Songs like Save Me represent not only the evolution of BTS's sound, but also the deep emotional connection between the group and their fans. As one fan eloquently put it online, "It doesn't matter which song wins. Every BTS track is a winner in ARMY's heart. What matters is that Taehyung still shares his thoughts with us. It keeps the bond alive." With BTS's reunion on the horizon, fans are left wondering if these Song World Cup picks will have any influence on the upcoming concerts or album track lists. Whether intentional or not, his choices have reignited enthusiasm and sparked new discussions about the group's legendary discography, ensuring that ARMY's anticipation only grows stronger. For now, Save Me has earned its crown in V's personal bracket, and the debate surrounding it has once again proven that when BTS speaks, the world listens. Among BTS's expansive discography, Save Me holds a special place for many fans. Released in 2016 as part of the group's The Most Beautiful Moment in Life Young Forever album, the track resonated with listeners worldwide for its raw vulnerability and message of desperation, hope, and human connection. The track's accompanying one-take music video became iconic, showing the members dancing against a stormy sky, symbolizing both chaos and resilience. By choosing Save Me as his personal favorite in the Song World Cup, V reminded fans of the era when BTS began breaking into international consciousness. For older ARMYs, it sparked nostalgia for a period that laid the foundation of the group's global success. For newer fans, it reignited curiosity about BTS's earlier works, pushing many to revisit or discover the track for the first time. Observers also point out that V's choice reflects his own artistic sensibilities. Known for his soulful voice and inclination toward emotional ballads and jazz-inspired melodies, V often gravitates toward songs that evoke deep feeling rather than sheer spectacle. His solo projects, from Singularity to his 2023 solo album Layover, demonstrate his preference for moody, atmospheric sounds over mainstream pop formulas. In this context, his pick of Save Me feels consistent with his personality, someone who treasures artistry, sincerity, and connection more than numbers or accolades. For fans, this choice offered a glimpse into the type of artistry V may continue to champion in BTS's upcoming group projects. The playful controversy surrounding V's bracket also highlighted something bigger: the way BTS's fandom thrives on engagement, dialogue, and even disagreement. Unlike typical pop culture moments where fans may argue about rankings or lists, ARMY treats BTS's music as a living archive of emotions and memories. That's why something as simple as V picking Save Me could spark days of trending topics online. Each song represents more than just a melody. It represents specific moments in the fandom's shared journey. The first concert attended, the hardest time in life made easier by music, or the collective joy of hearing a favorite track live. Ultimately, V's Song World Cup wasn't just a game. It served as a bridge between BTS's past and their highly anticipated future. By spotlighting a song from their earlier discography, V unintentionally reminded the world of the group's evolution, from underdogs to global icons, and rekindled the emotional thread that binds ARMY to BTS across generations. As fans await BTS's 2026 reunion, moments like these become milestones in themselves, shaping the story of how the fandom endured and grew during the group's military hiatus. In many ways, Save Me winning V's playful bracket feels symbolic, a reminder that even in times of waiting and uncertainty, music continues to save and sustain both artist and fan.